Nigeria generates over 3,000 tons of plastic waste every day, and that is the equivalent of 300 adult elephants every day. What happens to all this waste that we generate? Let me show you how to turn your plastic waste to cash and how to start a profitable business from it. Plastic pollution is a big and real issue for us, and it translates to bigger problems like when plastics clog our drainages, it becomes breeding place for mosquitoes, equal to malaria. It is also equal to an expectant flood disaster. Or is it when we openly burn this plastic waste, equal to toxic chemicals in the air, equal to polluted air, equal to respiratory diseases, and the list goes on and on and on. In the midst of all this, there is a great opportunity that exists with plastic waste. Plastic waste can be equal to money in your pocket, and this video is going to show you how. So here are some ways you can make money from plastic waste. Recycling. Recycling is basically breaking down something and then making something new out of that thing. That is what recycling is. And in the aspect of plastic recycling is breaking down plastic waste to make new plastic products from it, or new other products from it. With plastic recycling, it's not every type of plastic waste that can be recycled, but a good number of the single-use plastics that we use can be recycled. And yes, plastic recycling in the grand scheme of things is very expensive to start up, because like someone that just wants to start something today will not have the type of capital it would take to build a plastic recycling plant. But that does not mean that you cannot start small and then build your way up, because in the plastic recycling value chain, there are different aspects of value chain that you can fit into. So as a starter, as a newbie, I would advise that you could be the one helping to coordinate the collection of this plastic waste, and then selling it to the bigger boys in the value chain, and gradually you build your way up. So you don't necessarily have to be the one to go collect this plastic waste. You could work with cleaners. You could work with cleaners in garages, parks, households, hotels, even hotels, eateries, and big supermarket like that. And then you collect this plastic waste from them. Just have a place that could be like your collection point, where when you collect all this plastic waste, you keep them there, and then you now become a supplier of plastic waste to recycling companies. And voila, you have started making money in your accounts, in your pocket, from plastic waste. Another way that you can make money from plastic waste is upcycling. Upcycling is different from recycling. Recycling is breaking down something and then making something new out of it. Upcycling does not necessarily require you to break down anything. Upcycling is whatever you have already, you are building on it. So that's what upcycling is. And with upcycling, you can be able to make things like home decor, furniture, jewelry, and other things, even art that people would love and appreciate. And the great thing about upcycling is 90% of the raw materials that you need, you already have them. That's in the plastic waste. You just need like 10% more to just add to it all, and you have your upcycled item. All you need is to bring your creativity A game, and you can make money from it. There are various people that I know that are actually making money from upcycling, not just even only plastic waste, but from other waste materials. So you can be able to be a big boy or a big girl from upcycling of plastic waste. Then we have waste management solutions. Now, one of the big issues that we have in Nigeria, even apart from plastic pollution, is waste management. We have a huge gap. A huge gap exists in waste management in Nigeria. And if you are somebody that's sabi, so like someone that is very innovative, you find a way to like bridge that gap, but find a way to provide innovative waste collection, sorting, and processing of plastic waste, or even waste in general. And with the way that things are becoming more digital, and the fact that Nigeria is embracing digital tools and all that, if you now marry digital stuff and waste management, you're going to go places. So just putting it out there, if you're thinking of doing something techy, a big problem exists: waste management. Just marry tech and waste management. You'll not really be helping with like effective waste disposal in Nigeria, but you also be helping like the circular economy, and also like recycling companies and all that would rely on you to help like collect this waste for them. So check it out. Then we now have education and advocacy. There is a great need for environmental education, plastic waste management education, plastic pollution education, and all that. And that's why people like me exist, because we saw that there is a huge gap that exists, and we have decided to create opportunities for ourselves using that. So, like, I'll use myself as an example. I have been able to use like environmental education, plastic waste management education to be able to create a name for myself, create a brand for myself, speak at places, get paid to speak at places, get paid to facilitate workshops. And even though I feel that I'm not really utilizing it to the best, like to the maximum, there is a huge opportunity here. You can be able to create workshop, webinars, and community programs where you can be able to teach people how they can be able to effectively manage their plastic waste, the wealth that they can get from managing their plastic waste, how they can be able to reduce their plastic consumption, how they can be able to live better, sustainable lifestyles that will benefit them, and make sure that those knowledge products are valued parts. You're going to be I've started keying into that. So if you want to be like me, key into it, because we need more people like myself to be able to preach the gospel of environmental sustainability. Then another way that you can be able to make money from plastic waste is plastic offset programs. Now, like me as an environmentalist, we are used to words like carbon offset programs, but this one is bringing it back home. Plastic offset programs. Now in Nigeria, usually the big companies that usually have to do with a lot of plastic waste, either due to their production processes or due to the products that they even bring out, because like a lot of our products are bags or housed or stored in single-use plastics. So that is like, you know, that these people churn out a whole lot of plastic waste. But what do they now do with this plastic waste? Go meet them that we could help you offset your plastic footprint in exchange to you funding recycling initiatives, cleanup drives, and also sponsoring capacity building programs for like waste wealth initiatives, so that the everyday man can be able to benefit from this waste that you throw away, so that they can be able to build businesses from this plastic waste. That is one way that we can be able to encourage the circular economy. There is a whole lot of economic potential in the circular economy in Nigeria, just that we are not taking advantage of it yet. And that's something that some people in Nigeria have seen and decided to take advantage of. Here are some examples of people in Nigeria, like Nigerian entrepreneurs that have made money, that are making names for themselves and putting themselves on the global map from tackling plastic pollution. The first person on my list is Rita Idehai. Now, if you have been following this channel for a while, you know that I am an Ecobarter girly, and Rita Idehai is the CEO of Ecobarter. Now, Rita started from collecting plastic waste from waste vendors. So people that collect this waste, she collects them, she buys it from them, and then sell it to bigger recycling companies. And then gradually she moved from there to actually collecting waste from people's households, because she felt it was a way for her to get cleaner and from the source plastic waste, so that before people throw it into their trash, or before people trade into the trash or into gutters and all, she collects it from them. And then from there, she built a web app where people can be able to request for them to come and collect their waste from them. From there, she now moved to building a mobile app where people can be able to, from the comfort of their home on their mobile phones, they can be able to request for recycling pickups. And she now started to spice it up a bit and started to give people small incentives to encourage them to recycle more, so people could get money from recycling waste on the app, or they could get other like benefits that are on the app. Rita started in Abuja, but now she has opened another branch in Lagos. So now Ecobarter is fully functional in Abuja and Lagos, and she's on her way to building more branches all across Nigeria. Recently, her and her team launched the reverse vending machine. It is, for me, I call it the plastic bottle ATM. So now this bottle is like built like an ATM machine kind of, and you can be able to put plastic bottles and aluminium cans inside, and in exchange you get cash or any other gifts or benefits that Ecobarter has for you. Now this is the first locally, like first Nigerian made reverse vending machine. And you can imagine what will happen if this is accepted and it is reproduced like across all the major cities and urban neighborhoods in Nigeria. Like the amount of plastic waste that reduces. Now that is just one person. Another person again that has made tremendous impact and also like made a lot of money and is still making money from plastic waste is Obi Charles Ndanda. He is the CEO of Kautani. In 2022, Mr. Obi raised about $4 million for Kautani. Kautani is a waste recycling company, like a plastic waste recycling company. They just recycle plastics, and he was able to raise $4 million just to tackle plastic pollution, recycle plastics. And he said there's no money in plastic waste. And he said there's no money in plastic waste management. Think again. Yes, plastic pollution is a big issue in Nigeria, not just even in Nigeria, in Africa, and even globally. But the fact that people are not just seeing problems, they are seeing solutions is what I want us to like look at. We should shift from the mindset of just problems and look at how we can be able to create solutions out of these problems. And that's what people like Rita and Obi and Nana have done. So now, you that is watching this video, I hope that you'll be able to get some ideas of how you can be able to create solutions out of the problems that is currently plaguing Nigeria through plastic pollution. If you've watched this video up to now, thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate that. And also, I would love to hear your thoughts about other ideas that people can be able to recreate or do so that they can be able to tackle plastic pollution and also make money from their plastic waste. Thank you very much once more for watching, and remember that you can be the change that you want to see. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Until next time, John of Kaduna signing.